Chase Elliott back up through the gears. Denny Hamlin. Here comes the 48. Jimmy Johnson with a good restart. Now a little shove there out of Clint Boyer to the 11.
It was a great launch for the 9 car. He is very comfortably ahead here.
Who's going to give the 11? Denny Hamlin or Jimmy Johnson? Jimmy Johnson gave. That's going to give some run to Truex. Jimmy with the block.
Yeah, Truex had to give him a little bit of room there, cut him a break.
And Busher in the corner deep, sliding that blue 17
yeah, he's
car.
on the outside of the 19 now.
That was a good move.
Chris Busher all the way up to 4th.
Now he's going to be on the outside. Squeeze Martin a little bit. We've seen this outside work a few times, but Chris is going to have to do everything perfect.
Chris got a little contact from the 24 there.
A little slide out of the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. He blocks the 17.
Wow, these guys are doing a great job of taking care of each other, not taking each other out.
The top 3 have separated themselves. 4th, Martin Truex Jr. Back to 5th, Chris Busher.
The restart did not work out well for Clint Boyer, but it did work out well for Bubba Wallace. That's right behind him.
Yeah, I was worried. He stayed out on old tires, but Bubba Wallace doing a wonderful job on old tires, trying to stay up here. He's done a nice job now to give him a little breathing room. Cass Gralla in the 3 right behind him. Then the 88 of Bowman and the 47 of Stenhouse's. Oh, the 32 of Corey LaJoie gets turned around.
LaJoie around, he keeps going. We stay green. Denny Hamlin looked like he was trying to close the gap between the 9 and the 11. Now they come into a braking zone.
And you're right, he's right there. Denny Hamlin putting the pressure on. Chase Elliott is able to hang on to him for this lap.
2 to go from Daytona.
These two have a little history in late race action.
Chase enters really low.
Yeah, that was a major difference between the two drivers approach to turn 1. One way low, one much higher.
I think it kind of has to hurt the exit on the 9 car, but entering turn 3 here. And both those guys do a really good job getting down to the bottom of the corner.
The biggest threat right now is overdriving the entry of the corner. There's so much speed to be had by driving into the corners on road courses deeper.
Just waiting on one of these guys to slip a tire, lock up a tire. Another low entry for the 9 car. Denny outbrakes the 9 into the corner.
Every corner you drive off is better than him. He's pressing in hard on the braking zones.
That's the 9 car spotter.
That's great information, though. It's great information. It's accurate information.
Dang, Denny's pretty close. I mean, I thought the 9 car had a much better race car than the 11, but Denny's done a great job of keeping it close. And this ain't a sure thing for Chase Elliott by no means.
The key for Hamlin is to keep that pressure on. Force Chase Elliott into a mistake. Every one of these corners is an opportunity for a mistake. Very challenging road course.
1 lap, 3.6 miles. It's a lot of racetrack.
And we saw at Watkins Glen, it wasn't that long ago, where we said all Chase Elliott has to do is not make a mistake. Well, he wheel hopped going into turn 1 at Watkins Glen, but he was still able to fight off the challenge that the drivers were still giving him. Can he do it again? Can he make another perfect lap? He's got 1 more lap to go at Daytona. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank.
Drive off. He's burying it in all the braking zones.
And Denny Hamlin is close enough. If the 9 makes a mistake, he will be there. Big arc by the 11, trying to get to the bottom of this corner, have a straight drive off.
Denny really wide right there. Doesn't really lose a lot, but he's pushing as hard as he can.
Yeah, he's just searching, trying to find something different, trying to find some speed somewhere. You see Truex underneath, Johnson behind him.
There's a car in front of these two. Will that affect Chase Elliott in the line that he chooses?
It's all going to be where they catch that car. Is it in a bad spot, or does he find a way by without an issue? Oh, that is a bad spot to get by him.
You hope he just pulls over.
Yeah, he pulls over. Quinhouse going to pull over, get out of the way of this battle for the lead.
We've seen a lot of issues in turn 6 today. Very tough braking. The 9 does a nice job. Will he get a good acceleration off? There you go, Rick. 2 more chicanes to the start-finish line.
Indy with a much lower exit, but that 9 car just really got out of turn 6 so much better. Able to put a good distance there. Chase is going to look in the mirror and feel like, man, all right. Got a little more comfort there between me and the 11.
Clearly, Chase Elliott's a little bit quicker, but how about Denny Hamlin? Every week, it seems, we see him battling for the win.
Man, Denny drove it in there.
He did. He
Way
made it work. Going to get beat on this exit, but Denny Hamlin with a big surge there into the rear chicane.
Earlier, we heard Mario Andretti talk about history and making history. It was a historic event today. The Cup Series running on the road course at Daytona for the first time ever. A big challenge out of Denny Hamlin here one last time. But trying to make history, the 9 of Chase Elliott, 3 road course wins in a row. He's going to win at Daytona. That is your checkered flag moment brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. How good is Chase Elliott on road courses? Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr. both acknowledging what just took place there. Jimmy Johnson coming home in the 4th position. A good run for the 7-time champion, but not enough for what we saw out of Chase Elliott. Well, coming up next on NBC will be local news, or nightly news, except on the West Coast. On NBCSN, NHL playoffs, Vegas versus Chicago. He's done it again. Dawsonville will be ringing the siren. Chase Elliott wins.